Madam Speaker, Todd Matway-Ashing is a 22-year-old who worked at a Manitoba hydro site near Gillam. He was involved in driving trucks to haul the steel pieces needed to build the transmission line to Kiosk. He was known as an amazing worker, a great worker, and a young man of great promise. He apparently went to help a fellow worker on January 17th this year, and a poorly loaded metal bundle came down on top of him and killed him. I asked the minister responsible for workplace safety what measures he has already taken so that no more of our sons and daughters will die like Todd Matway-Ashing.
The Honourable First Minister.
The Minister has previously responded as best he can to this horrible event, this horrible situation that has impacted on this family in the most profound of ways. I will endeavour and undertake on behalf of the family to get answers for them that they desire, and we will work very diligently to do so.
The Honourable Member for River Heights on a supplementary question.
Yeah, I thank this Premier. I know this. Todd Matway-Ashing did not have to die. His death was preventable. Procedures could have been taken to prevent his death. Barry Swan, Todd's father, who's worked in the same type of work his son was doing, is in the gallery today along with family members. Todd's death is the third death at a Forbes Brothers worksite in the last year. 2 others died due to a deviation from a standard procedure. Has the minister increased inspections at Forbes Brothers and Manitoba Hydro worksites? And what other steps has he taken to ensure no other Manitoba fathers or mothers will have to bury their son or daughter from a workplace accident?
The Honourable First Minister.
I've taken this issue on personally and seriously, Madam Speaker. I am not pleased with the absence of compassionate response and timely response in some areas for this family, and I will undertake, and our government will undertake, to get information for them. But we will not use this situation for any political purposes, Madam Speaker. I encourage the member to accept our minister at his word in respect of his desires to see change and to investigate. He has undertaken to do so, and I would hope the member would allow him to fulfill his responsibilities in that manner.
The Honourable Member for River Heights on a final supplementary.
I thank the Premier again. Manitoba Hydro had the responsibility for building the transmission line that Todd was working on and for making sure there was a safe environment for workers. And yet Manitoba Hydro has denied responsibility, even though the accident occurred at a Manitoba Hydro marshalling site and may have involved loading done by Manitoba Hydro workers. Manitoba Hydro, in the 4 months since, has not even made a call to the family to say they were sorry. What is the minister doing to make sure that Manitoba Hydro is held responsible for workplace safety on its projects and in its marshalling yards?
The Honourable First Minister.
The member has just, in a couple of preambles, cast aspersions at the private contractor, at Manitoba Hydro workers, and he himself has admitted in other parts of his preamble he's not in possession of the facts. Madam Speaker, these are premature assertions at best. They are political opportunism at worst. There should not be these types of questions asked of this type of situation in this place. There is a desire on the part of this government to get answers for the family. That is what we will pursue, and I would encourage the member to confine his questions to those shared and desired outcomes rather than cast aspersions on others without possession of facts.